Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video in the product research course. Today I wanted to go over something that is crucial. You guys need to know how to do this. Do not skip this video. If you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. These are the fundamentals that you need just ingrained so deeply in the grooves of your beautiful little mind. Well, I should say your brain, not your mind. Depending on what culture you're from, mind means something very different. So let's go over how to analyze a market. Let's do it. Okay. So I'm going to just, if you see me thinking a lot during this video, please don't mistake that for unprofessionalism. I just really want to make sure that I'm actualizing what I'm doing in my head. When I come to a market, the first thing I do is I open Jungle Scout. And I'm going to have an initial bias based on what Jungle Scout looks like. Now, this was a generic product that I decided to pull up, and I'm going to use this as an example in a couple other lessons. First of all, you guys have the criteria list. You have that next to you. I would recommend actually printing that out, using a pen, marking in those boxes, yes or no, or check or X. And until that's become so heavily ingrained in your brain, then you need that next to you. So I keep a pile of those in my desk for the longest time. I don't really use them that much anymore. I kind of just do that mentally. So that's, price immediately. It's just something that pops into my head. When I look at the price, a lot of them seem low. I love markets that are $24.99 and higher. That gives me room for that $10 to $15 profit margin. That's just kind of a given for me. I don't really tend to waste my time with the $12.99, $13.99 markets anymore. The margins are just so slow. You have to get so many sales to, come close to your profit goals with a product like that. At $7.99, you need to be essentially getting that product for 30 cents to make some money on that thing. So that's the first thing that I notice about this market. Price looks a little low. Monthly sales. Now, Lindsay is in our room. You can probably see it behind me. I told her I had to film for the course. Little does she know, she just featured. So, monthly sales look low. Okay? I don't see a lot of people doing well. And you guys know I said 7 out of 16 should be over 250. So what that essentially means is that about half of this page should be over 250 sales per month. If we were to add it up, let's see. So we have 1, 2, we'll give it to him, 3. So there's not a lot of spread out demand. And the importance of dispersed demand is that it's ranked across, that was a weird word to use. It's dispersed across the entire market. So that means that if we were to enter that market, we'd have a higher chance of meeting those sales numbers if there's already more people doing that. Okay, does that make sense? So we want to see demand is spread out amongst 7 sellers or so. 5, 4, that's okay. I just want to see more than 1 or 2. If we have, 3, we're kind of on the edge. But once we start getting that 4 to 10 sellers doing over 250 sales per month range, it's generally a good indication that we'll be able to make over 250 sales per month, as long as we have a good differentiation. After I look at those two things, I'm going to move over to revenue. Now, generally in my mind, I want to see a lot of people doing over 10K per month. If I see the majority of people doing 8 or 9, just right under 10, and then I see some people doing 15 to 20, that's like my ideal market. So I don't like revenues that are too high, because generally a lot of cheap sellers will come in and start jacking prices down. Copy and paste sellers will infiltrate. If we could get into those markets that are still just developing and establish our dominance in a market, maybe the majority of the sales are coming to the top 7 sellers. 5 people have $5,000 to $10,000 a month in revenue, and then the other 2 or 3 out of the 7 have 15 to 20K per month. If I see someone doing 20 to 25K per month, that's a really good indicator that there's some serious opportunity in a market. Because that could be us. At any point, we could take that over. We just need to innovate and work harder than they did with their listing. A lot of the times, the listings that are doing best are just doing best because the listings other than theirs are inferior. It's not so much that they have this huge dominant position. It's just that maybe they have the best combination of a good first picture and a quality, bundle or product. So after this, first of all, the sales and revenue here are not enough. So there's not enough demand in this market for me to ever want to enter it, especially since the sales are the price is so low. So this is like a triple threat here. I don't like anything about this market. Then reviews generally come last. I'm more worried about price and demand than I am about reviews, but it's definitely one of the most important things. So don't slip over that one. When we're looking at reviews, we want to make sure that it's okay if there's people with 100, if there's people with 300, 400, that's fine. But make sure there's a couple people that have 10, 15, 20, 50. Make sure there's sellers that are doing good numbers, that are doing $8, $9, $10, $12,000 per month in sales, but maybe only have 20 reviews. That shows us that there's an opportunity for us to come in because we're going to be that seller, right? You have to think about it in that way. You're coming into a market, you're not going to have any reviews. You'll get a couple from friends, you'll start email marketing, you have 15 by the end of your first month. So you're going to be this seller. You're going to be that 15 review. And now I don't think that they don't have sales because of their reviews. The reviews are probably fine. Probably don't have sales because they're selling a blank piece of wood. Like, why didn't they write anything on it? The one that's selling well has celebrations on it. That looks a lot better. This one looks like an incompleted craft or something. So just make sure that in this case, there isn't anyone, right? So there's someone, the only one that's doing well has 133 reviews. So that's probably not a good sign. First of all, there's not enough demand here, so it's really unfair to use that example here. But point being, guys, it's okay if there's a couple people with over 100 reviews, or maybe even have 200 or 300 reviews. Even if one seller has 1,000 reviews, don't worry about that. That's okay. What we really want to make sure is that there is a possibility to slip in with low reviews. Make sure someone's done it before you. And then you want to just absolutely destroy them with your differentiation. Don't sell what they're selling. Please, dear God, don't sell what they're selling. Make an advanced decision about your innovation. Don't just rush it, okay? Sleep on it for a day. Really think about your target audience. Gather information. Take out, and I have these freaking yellow notepads all over my apartment. Pick them up, and that is just time to sit down, no distractions, just write about your product. Take notes on the market. What do people not like about it? What are they trying to solve? These are constantly questions that are going through my head. Cool. So the next thing I want to tell you guys is that so many people get caught up in page 1 that they forget to move to page 2 or page 3 or page 4. Page 1's gonna look good. That's where the good results are. Sorry to say, but it's gonna be hard to find a page 1 that doesn't look good. Unless there's no demand for the product you're looking at, but all page 1s look good. There's gonna be a lot of big numbers there. Don't get stargazed by those numbers. Okay? Be absolutely unbiased when you're looking. Don't let those numbers affect you. You have to be like a stock trader, right? If you guys know about this, but the thing that loses people money when they're in the stock market is that they sell when it goes down in value. They get emotional. They're not using the logical part of their mind. They're using an emotional, reactive part of their mind, and they just say, "Oh, it's gonna end. It's never gonna come back. I'm done." Right? And they make this rash decision and actually lose money, but then the next day they wake up and if they had waited, they would have made money. So have that non-emotional mindset when it comes to business. It's a dangerous thing to look at numbers, get excited, and then just go find the first thing and think that that's the smart decision. Don't confuse being busy with being efficient. Okay? Just because you have 1,000 tabs on your computer open doesn't mean you're an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs innovate. They take risks, but they take calculated risks. Just because you want to throw money at a business to say you're an entrepreneur doesn't really mean much. Okay, you could keep selling all the Me Too products you want and wish you all the best luck, but until you start actually innovating, I don't know if someone's really going to catch on to your store. You got to give the customer a reason to buy from you. Remember that. So the next thing I do is I kind of look at pictures. Is there anyone that stands out? Who has a lifestyle first picture? Is there any elements to this that I wouldn't be able to compete with? This one's a little differentiated. The board still looks very cheap. For the most part, I see there's no one really that went with like a rustic, thicker, high quality piece of wood. That would be my differentiation in this market. Okay, so I would come in here I would launch something like that, but I would make it real, right? I would use like real wood chips with bark around the edges. I would use a thick 1/2 inch piece of wood. I wouldn't use this tiny little piece of particle board. Those are the kind of things that customers want to see. Customers will pay more. And just because someone tells you it's going to be $15 to manufacture that product, oh my God, I can't sell for $15. They're only selling at $19. Yeah, but you have a better quality product. I hear this all the time. It's like, well, if I get a better quality product, I'm not going to be able to compete with my price. That's because you're not going to sell at the cheap price. If you have a better quality product, you're going to sell this for $34.99, right? Make up what you're spending for a better quality product. The customer will pay that. It's not like they expect this huge amount of quality for just absolute cheap price. I'm not mad that Apple charges $1,000 for a phone. I expect to pay more for a better product. That's why I'm not buying the little flip phone, right? I understand that for $200 I could get a phone. It's not going to be the same experience for me. So I'm willing to pay significantly more for that. And the customers will be too. So remember that, guys. That's one of the important things I want you to do. Now, Amazon's a really unique business model because we actually get to see other people take the risk for us. We don't have to order inventory to see what's going to happen in our future. So the cool thing is we have a tool like Jungle Scout that'll actually tell us revenues. You go see the performance of other sellers, right? So we could see that, that guy, I guess I clicked it too many times. A lot of these people aren't making any money. What I'll do, and this is what I recommend that you do, make a list of the best sellers. So maybe the top 3 sellers, and note similarities. What do all their first pictures have in common? What do their titles have in common? What do their price have in common? What does the quality of their product have in common? Now here's what I was saying is so important. Go to page 2. This is where you're going to be when you start. Look at all these and see if you could find your differentiation. Just because your differentiation isn't on page 1 doesn't mean that your differentiation hasn't appeared yet. I was going to say, what the heck's going on with that? I guess it's a puzzle or something. So you want to look at page 2. You want to look at page 3. These are all people that aren't on page 1 and they aren't there for a reason. Go figure out what that reason is. Not only should you be, combining what the best are doing and figuring out what the similarities are there, figure out what the people that are not making sales are doing and don't do that. I think it was Jim Rohn said, figure out what poor people read and don't read it. It's a good quote. I like that. So use modeling, right? So not only are we using modeling to find products with storefronts and betting that sellers will have more than one good product that we could essentially check out and look into innovating and selling ourselves. We could use modeling within a listing. So I'll see what the best listing is doing. I'll improve the product and replicate the listing. Replicate, not duplicate. I'm not using the same exact style, same words, same title, same picture. I'm replicating. So I'm using the key elements. What words were most frequent in their title? Was their first picture, did it have a hand in it? Was it on a white background? Did it have other elements in it? Those are the things that I want to include in my listing. But my listing is going to include the improved product. My first picture should be relevant to that. So don't forget to check out pages 2 through 10. Go spend just as much time there as you do on page 1. It'll be a reality check because you'll see all the people that are failing in this market. It might change the way you're thinking about it. So it's kind of a slap in the face there. Sorry to do this, but my charger is right there. I don't want this to die in the middle of this. All right, there we go. Bling. Cool. So where were we? All right, spend as much time on pages 2 through 10 as you do on page 1. Something important for you guys to note down. Now, lastly, guys, I want you to focus. I can't say this enough. Are we on page 1? I just wanted to make sure we were. Okay. Yeah, we were. Good. Focus on improving the customer experience. Look at this as if you're Steve Jobs, right? What did Steve Jobs do? He was worried about the customer experience. He wasn't worried about just making a profit. He literally wanted the product to be the best one on the market. He wanted to improve it so much that the customers loved it. If a customer loves your product, that's how you're going to thrive on Amazon. If you're selling cheap garbage from China, no wonder you're not becoming successful on Amazon. Just because it comes from China doesn't mean it has to be garbage. There's lots of reputable companies that would be happy to make you a very high quality product. Pretty much everything you're using that's high quality in your home probably comes from China. These studio monitors that are hundreds of dollars came from China. This microphone came from China. Doesn't mean it's not a very good product, and I love it. Right? So you can manufacture things there. But if you're just ordering their cheapest product, of course it's going to be cheap, guys. So you have to expect that. So that's really how I would analyze a market, guys. Rewatch this video, come back to this. This isn't something that you should just watch once. Take these principles and, like I've been saying, it wasn't that long ago that I was sitting in your seat trying to gather all this information, and now I'm thrilled to be sharing it with all you guys. You guys are smart, right? You're just like me. I spend tons of money on self-education every month. I wouldn't say tons, not 2,000 pounds worth of money, but I'm constantly buying new books. I'm constantly investing in myself. I'm constantly taking courses. Irony is I don't charge you guys for my courses. I take courses that are $500, $1,000, $1,500 because I know the power of investing in myself. I know you guys are smart, and an opportunity comes along for you to ramp up your business, you'd be willing to go into that. So if there's really anything I could leave you with at this analyzation of a product market, this is such an important part. Like I said, come back through this video, watch this again, have this be kind of the cornerstone of your of this course that you keep coming back to watch. When you're analyzing a market, make sure you're not just looking at the numbers. Think about the experience of the product. And I know it sounds cheesy, but generally, you have to care about the customer. Do you want them to open your product and be underwhelmed or overwhelmed? Overwhelmingly good products are going to get 5-star reviews. If you could impact the way your customer sees that product, they were like, wow, I didn't expect such a high quality product. This was above and beyond my expectations. Those are the people that go leave the 5-star reviews, which in turn get you more sales, which gets you more reviews. Now you have a profitable cyclical cycle happening, right? So more reviews, more sales. That's how you dominate a market. So take this away, guys. Start using customer psychology. Start implementing tools such as innovation. That word, I could go on forever about innovating, guys. Make sure that you're not selling the same product. If that's all that you took away from this, I think this would have been successful. We could go find this product on Alibaba right now. It doesn't mean anything. If you didn't improve it, please don't sell it. That's what I want you to take away from this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this so far, and I'll see you in the next lesson.